Sermonizer is at it again.
Those loudmouth fanatics! It's time to teach them a lesson about the blessings of silence!
Enough. I'll decide how we respond to these malign sermons. Initiate, I have a task for you. Once again, the pious idiots of Kvatch dare to provoke the anger of the Dark Brotherhood. Such an insult cannot be allowed to stand unchallenged. As if the Grand Sermonizer didn't have enough vices to rage about, now she's preaching against the Brotherhood. She says we are weak, powerless, a toothless dragon that inspires ridicule instead of fear. These lies must be silenced, permanently. Be wary. The Order of the Owl. Tannic will meet you in Kvatch. I expect caution becomes the appropriate response after the deaths of under normal circumstances, no. These recent attacks against us, however. The Grand Sermonizer and her priest. She's one of the ranking priests at the Cathedral of Kvatch. Primate Artorius leads. The common folk fear us. It could be anything.
Initiate, I have my own contract in Kvatch. I'll join you in Tannic as soon as I'm finished.
3 blades on the same contract? Is that wise, mate?
Just make sure the Grand Sermonizer dies, Initiate. That's my chief concern.
I was wondering how long it would take you to get here. Didn't Astara instill you with a sense of urgency about this mission? She must be getting... Yes, I say so. I find life to be a complicated series of pranks and pratfalls. Besides, this is your mission. I'm only here to observe and offer assistance if you get in over your head. Speaking of which, try not to get captured or killed today. No, that would be boring. You start murdering the Sermonizer's priests while I take on the real challenge. I'll locate her hiding spot. Then I'll find you so we can kill her together. That will put the fear of the Brotherhood in the Kvatch people. Be stealthy or slaughter everyone that gets in your way. Whichever works best for you. They all wind up with Sithis in the end, so what's the worry? Now, let's get out there and deal with the Grand Sermonizer and her lying priests. Time to dip our daggers in Sermonizer blood. Watch your back, new blade.
There's a hidden evil corrupting Kvatch.
Did you really have to do that? I have many fine goods.
Murder is a filthy business in the eyes of Akatosh.
Someone's been slain!
Our quarry cowers in her family's estate outside Kvatch. I'll meet you there, New Blade. And if you really want to impress the matron, kill a few more sermonizers along the way.
God! Over here. There's a criminal.
Oh dear. We've got a lawbreaker here!
I am, sir, here and now.
those who treat murder as business are the worst of all. Hear me, faithful of Akatosh. I speak the power of
No order of the hour? Follow me, you blade. Blade, come quietly and listen. Our quarry stirs below.
Grand Sermonizer, have you discovered the location of the sanctuary yet?
Unfortunately, this assassin expired before revealing anything useful.
I'll capture another. Try not to kill this one before we learn the location of the Dark Brotherhood's lair.
Lord Akatosh, hear our prayer. Just prepare the body, like so.
Who is that black-armored warrior? Some kind of mercenary? Now's our chance. Follow me. She tortured Simbar. Such an insult to the family cannot stand. At least he knew how to hold his tongue. What foul magic is this? New Blade, beware. I feel so weak. I can't move.
Two assassins? I didn't know they came in pairs. Proper motivation. This is unexpected, but I refuse to die here.
I'm just gonna sit here and see who comes for me first. Sithis or Tall Papa?
Tanik, are you planning to just lay down and die?
They knew we'd come for Simbar. Trapped his body with some kind of foul death magic.
Get up, you milk drinker! Sithis still has work for you to do. Initiate, the Grand Sermonizer is yours. I'll get Tanik home.
Defend me, Knights of the Order of the Hour! Show this assassin the true power of Akatosh! Trust in Akatosh! Let the Dragon God guide your strikes!
need to use something harsher than words to heal. Kor brought Tannik home injured but alive. He told me you went after the Grand Sermonizer. Tell me, has the deed been done? Simbar was one of our best. To allow himself to be captured like that. I didn't think that either the Grand Sermonizer or the Order of the Hour was capable of such a feat. Why go to all that trouble, I wonder? Black armor. I've heard rumors of such a warrior, but to seek the location of our sanctuary. It appears we're at war with an unknown adversary. I need to think about this. By the way, Tannic woke up and asked to see you.
Don't worry, Tannic. A cask of mead, and you'll be back on your feet in no time.
Yeah, your mead tastes like bee vomit. I think I'll pass.
Oh, Tannic, I hate that this happened to you.
You worry more than the matron, Hildegard. I'll be as good as new before you know it. Ah, the new blade has arrived. Give us the room if you would, Cor.
Certainly, Tannic. But I still expect you to be completing contracts again in a few days.
I'll do my best not to disappoint you.
Take your time, Tannic. I am going to go say a prayer for your quick recovery.
Cor and Hildegard mean well, but they're worse than a couple of mother hens. You're alive. Does that mean the Grand Sermonizer is no longer with us? We're not certain what kind of magic the Grand Sermonizer placed upon Simbar's body. But I'd be dead too, if not for you and Cor. I'm indebted to you both. And I'll make sure that everyone remembers Simbar's bravery. He refused to give up our secret, no matter what the Grand Sermonizer did to him. It does make me wonder about the warrior who was able to defeat him, though. Simbar could easily best me in a fight, and that warrior bested him. If you encounter her again, don't underestimate her skills and abilities. She's hunting the hunters, and that's a game I have no desire to play. A chance to beat your record. How many of the Sermonizer's priests did you murder anyway? Seriously, New Blade, stay sharp out there. The roots of our trouble stretch deep below the soil. Things are gonna get worse, my friend. Mark my words.
What is to become of me?
Have you talked to Cor? Seems his little wolf girl has run off. Will you see if you can help? Someone should go look for her before any...
I hope your contracts go smoothly, Initiate. Kill well, and kill often. Every soul you send to the Void pleases Sithis to no end.
has that girl gotten to this? Ah, friend. Am I glad to see you? It's Hildegard. She never came back after she went to say a prayer for Tannic. I think I could use your... After Tannic was injured during the Grand Sermonizer incident, Hilda went to pray for him, and I haven't seen her since. No one has. It's not like Hilda to just disappear without saying a word to me or Astara. She loves temples, but the trouble in Kvetch has made her avoid the big cathedral. Lately, she's been visiting the great chapel of Debella in Anvil. I think the ritual will soothe her. Will you come to Anvil and help me find Hildegard? I'll meet you at the chapel in Anvil. Hopefully we'll find Hilda curled up and sleeping under Debella's statue. Just be careful when you get to the city. The Pirate Queen hates the Brotherhood almost as much as the Sermonizers do. She likes to commune with the Divines and with nature. And she takes on contracts like the rest of us. So it's not that unusual for her to be away from the Sanctuary. But with the recent attacks against us, I can't help but imagine the worst. I hope she's all right. But who knows what to think when the world turns upside down? Someone's been murdering the murderers. If Hildegard's been hurt, or worse, I don't know what I'll do. What are you implying, Initiate? Hilda is like a sister to me. Ever since I found her, I've been trying to help her come to grips with her situation. She may be a werewolf, but she's a good person. The Brotherhood is not... Why is that so hard to believe? She's an excellent tracker and a ruthless killer in werewolf form. Sometimes she brings back body parts she's still gnawing on, but who hasn't gotten lost in the moment a time or two? And I always clean up the mess. The Pirate Queen hates everything she can't control. The Count of Kvetch, the Primate, us. She wants to rule the entire Gold Coast, but we're not willing to just roll over and give in to her demands. We're independent, and we like it that way.
How may I...
You want to succeed in this business? You learn which... Less talking. I don't want to know you.
Hilda's not here. Let's ask around and see if any of the worshippers have seen her.
Bask in the holiness of this sacred place, and let your troubles fade away. I have seen many such women in this city. I heard the governor wore one at a recent appearance, and now the custom has become a sort of fashion statement. Sorry I cannot be of more assistance to you, Wayfarer.
Now I've lost my train of thought. Well, since you've already interrupted the writing process, what can I do for you? A Nord? Here? Is that even possible? I have it on good authority that the typical Nord melts in hot temperatures. Come to think of it, I'm surprised I've never met a Nord. One more thing to do before I finish my memoirs, I suppose?
I wonder if I can get a priest to tell me how they keep the fires burning. I hope it's not one of those sacred secrets that they're always going on about. Now that you mention it, I remember a young woman. No, wait. That was a wood elf. Carried around a bouquet of flowers. Talked to them, smelled them. Then she ate them! Really, wood elves are very strange.
My, someone is certainly curious about this Nord girl. I wonder who she could be. Your interest in this young Nord woman has certainly piqued my curiosity. Tell me who she is, and I'll tell you what I saw. I saw a young Nord with a flower in her hair talking to Chanter Nemes over by the Akatosh shrine. I remember because it was so odd. He was whispering in her ear and standing much too close for a man who wasn't her father or her lover. Oh, believe me, I tried. When they were finished, the poor young woman had tears streaming down her face. She ran out of the chapel as the chanter looked on. He had a self-satisfied smile on his face. Do you think he said something improper? I knew that chanter was up to no good. Sneaking around, meeting with mysterious young Nords with flowers in their hair. It's simply scandalous. Don't worry, though. I'll leave your friend out of this when I tell my story at the tavern tonight. This is as good as one of...
Troll's blood! Can these people gossip? They're worse than the Rat Master's informants, and he pays them to dredge up secrets! Hilda was here, but no one can say where she went or when. Tell me you had better luck, Initiate. A chanter spoke with Hilda? That's not what I wanted to hear. Understand, Hilda isn't like us. She grew up in the wild. The idea of being civilized is really new to her. And she still feels guilty about the wolf that's inside her. It certainly sounds that way to me. It doesn't take much to turn her guilt about what she's done as a wolf into self-loathing. I'm constantly trying to get her to change her feelings on the matter, but her beliefs run deep. Back to where it all began. Back to Skyrim. I'll check at the docks to see if she's tried to secure passage on a ship. You go talk to the caravan master. Hopefully one of us will discover which route she took to go back to where the wolf was born.
I heave up high, and in one hand I hold her nigh. Her waiting lips are never dry. Sway as we kiss, sway as we kiss. Come the morn she goes, the taste of her remains, and in my mind I see us sway, sway as we kiss, sway as we kiss.
The vines. There's a lot to do.
Yay! Yeah!
The next caravan will be ready to leave shortly. If that interests you, find a place nearby to sit for a spell, and I'll call you when we're ready. Well, isn't that interesting? You're the second menacing stranger that's asked me about a Nord who may or may not have fled in tears. Right. Her family. Sorry. I protect my customers and their secrets.
Open for business.
I've got nothing else to say to you.
Caravan master, please! The young woman with the flower in her hair, she's in terrible danger!
Well, look at you. You must be the brother.
So you did see Hildegard. Please, you need to tell us where she's gotten to.
You're all she talked about other than begging me for transport. She said she was gonna miss you most of all.
Word on the docks was that the Silver Dawn was looking for my sister too. We need to know where she went.
The young woman wanted a ride to the Yarral Mountains. I sent her on the last wagon, but I can take you there if that would help.
We'd appreciate that. Thank you. The news about the Silver Dawn has made me even more concerned about Hilda's safety. The Silver Dawn are werewolf hunters. Whatever that chanter said to Hilda has made her run back to the wilderness where I found her. And now a hunting party is on her trail.
Sorry I gave you the runaround, but I was just trying to protect my passenger. Those Silver Dawn ruffians came around asking about her right before you did. Then hop aboard the wagon and let's get going. I'll get you there as fast as I can without throwing a week.
Let's split up and look for Hilda. But stay alert. The forest is probably crawling with Silver Dawn hunters.
challenge the Order of the Silver Dawn, I'll tear your head off and mount it on my wall.
elf is. We tracked her to the south.
It's me, Hilda. Your big brother. Calm down. We're here to help. Remember yourself. Remember who you are. That's good, little sister. Very good. Now breathe. Relax.
I did not mean to cause so much trouble. I never meant to put you or Cor in harm's way. I meant to, but the chanter told me I had to flee. He said my past and my wild nature were going to cause the people I love to come to harm. He said the deaths of our brothers and sisters were my fault, and it was going to get worse if I remained. The chanter sings to the divines. He speaks for Akatosh. I had to tell him things. About me. About the family. It happened before. I was a danger to my wolf clan. Now I am a danger to Kor. To you and the others. You are all better off without me. No! Why would the cantor do that? He told me to return to my old life. To the wilderness. He said I'd be safe. That no one else would get hurt if I left. He promised that Akatosh would show me the way. You really mean that? Even after I abandoned the family? You still want me around? I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. I let my fear allow the chanter to deceive me. That is not going to happen again. Cor and I, we'll handle things. Together.
Looks like you found your friend. Are you sure? Nothing else you need to accomplish before we head out?
Thank you for saying such kind things to Hilda. I know she's taken your words to heart. You did good, Initiate. I'm glad you... I know, and I will. I'm just not eager to see Astara. She won't be pleased when she hears about this. I wish I knew what Chanter Nimbus hoped...
Now that it is all over, I feel like a fool for listening to the chanter. I might have to pay him a visit one of these nights, and even the score. I guess you never heard. I grew up different. My parents were Nords. But we followed a different path from most other Nords. We admired the werebeast. My clan were hunters. We worshipped Hircine. Becoming a werewolf was part of that. It was the way things were done. But I could not control my wolf form. I hurt someone. Bad. Not at first. I lived on my own, deep in the mountains. I was wild, feral. Then Kor found me. He took me in and gave me a family again. If not for him, I don't know where I'd be right now. Now, you would do that. For me? I thank you. Chanter Nemes tends to the Akatosh shrine.
The only P word we use here is privateer. And also prophet. There's an urgent task.
Keeping myself busy here.
I understand we have you to thank for Hildegard's safe return. Are you going to tell me what happened, or do I have to torture Kor until he sings? I hope you're right. But why do the Akatosh priests seem to be moving against us? First the sermonizers, now this. Are they trying to take advantage of our recent setbacks? Or is there something more going on here? A contract has come our way that includes an unusual request. The client wants to meet the assassin assigned to carry out the task before paying our exorbitant fee. It's rare, but not unheard of. And the Black Hand agreed to the request. Oh, didn't I mention? It's none other than the self-proclaimed provincial governor of Anvil, the pirate queen Fortunata Abdugal. I expect you to handle this like any other contract. Acquire your target, plan your attack, and make your kill. Go and see what the pirate queen has to say. Knowing Fortunata, it could be... I'm sure there's a book about her, with a fleet of... It's crawling. Certainly. And she's...